Today we're going to be making concrete wheels for the go-kart. I think this is an interesting experiment because there's a lot of unknowns. The first being, is concrete strong enough to hold itself in a wheel shape without any other structural support? Is it going to crumble or break as soon as I sit down and put my weight in the go-kart? If it doesn't, will it roll? How fast will it go? Is this going to hurt me? Here we go.
Why didn't I just use this in the first place?
Maybe poke a hole. That's why. To let some more moisture escape. I took a nap. I didn't know concrete came with PSI ratings. I bought this just because it says 5,500 pounds.
Feels like a lot of water.
I don't have anything to scoop concrete with. I think we're just gonna use this paint scoop. All right, here we go. Working.
Oh yeah,
Almost there. I don't know if this is doing anything. This feels so unnatural. I'm gonna weigh this. 33.6 pounds. Oh my gosh. All right, it's been 2 weeks since I poured the tires, and I peeled them at 4 days just so that the concrete on the bottom could fully set. I'm super stoked on how the tires came out. There was a lot of detail inside the tire that I wasn't aware of, but it looks awesome. It feels really good. That's not the right word. It doesn't feel good. It feels weird. My reason for using the tires as a mold was for symmetry, but that doesn't give me assurance of balance. If you tap on them, you'll hear certain spots that sound hollow, which could mean the balance is completely wild. I'm gonna be wearing a helmet for obvious reasons. Besides me getting hurt, which is not that big of a concern, I'm a little concerned about my carburetor. It's right over the wheel. We're gonna start this off slow. We're gonna see how it does at 5. If we handle 5 for maybe 100 feet, then we'll try 10. And we're just gonna incrementally increase because we want to see how far we can get this together. Concrete cartwheels on the road. Here we go. All right, 5 miles an hour. All right, we're rolling. I'm gonna try to describe what I'm feeling. It feels awful. It feels like I'm dragging my behind on gravel. Let's try 5. I'm gonna keep my elbows in tight because I'm just terrified. This is 4 miles an hour, and my spine is hurting so bad. Oh my gosh, it's working. Let's try 10. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's bad. It's so bad. It feels, it's a big hole. Oh my gosh, nothing broke. All right, there's a bump in the road. Oh my gosh, my wrist hurts. Oh my gosh, something's gonna come loose. Okay, this is 10, and it feels, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let's try 15. Oh, hang on. Go-kart's dying. Go-kart's dying. All right, here we go. Oh gosh, a turn. Nothing broke. Should have picked up through the road. Something changed. That hurt a lot. That was really rough. Could y'all hear me? It's hanging in there pretty good though. I don't know if these were like air pockets or where the stones actually came out.
This one's aggregate.
I definitely have some camber dialed in. Basically riding on 1 inch of the front wheels. All right, we're just going for it this time. It's so rough. All right, I'm gonna try to turn a little. It does turn. It's kind of like riding on ice. That's cool. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try to dodge the potholes this time. My eyes are shaking so much I can't see how fast we are. Oh, 15. died. That hurt. I think my feelings are loose. How fast was that? I couldn't, my eyes were too bouncy. 20? Oh, I'm really scared now. I'm actually really scared. Oh my God. I can't stop, I can't stop, 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 can't stop. It's turning! I can't believe it's not turning well, but it is turning. Oh gosh. 30. Ah! Ah! 40. 1,000. Oh man, my wrist hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is good content. It's not that fun to make, to be honest. Ben's impressed with my wheels. Where a tire would have absorbed a little imperfection in the road, this makes the whole thing bounce. Eyeballs. Everything is in your spine. I don't have enough of a butt to absorb this road. How does it look going down the road? Ridiculous? We've done almost 4 miles at this point and nothing catastrophic has happened. It's kind of disappointing. The rear tires are just slowly grinding down, but they're going down really evenly. The front, however, is starting to show some good damage. That piece is hanging on by a thread. Can you roll it back? Yeah, the walls are starting to have good chunks break off right on the edges. The biggest issue that we're having right now is the engine is just not wanting to run. Here we go. We're actively leaking oil. Probably gonna assume that's from a lot of vibration. Things are just jiggling loose. It's still leaking oil. That's exciting. Everything about it. I'm smelling burning oil now. I just did a 20-foot skid and it didn't flat spot. This stuff's insane. Oh! Yeah! I just realized what I was doing to the road in front of Morgan's house. Holy smokes. What is this stuff made out of? I am aware that I said I wasn't worried about getting hurt. The crazy part in this whole experiment was I never expected us to get as fast as we did without something going wrong. And even crazier still, the worst damage didn't happen to the concrete, it happened to my go-kart. The chassis now has cracks all over it that I'm gonna have to weld up. The engine's leaking oil for some bizarre reason. We hit 40 miles an hour, and in the video you can see these rear wheels are bouncing and getting air, and yet they have no cracks, no chunks missing. It makes no sense. Front wheels, however, they did start losing big chunks. The balance on these fronts got very lopsided. And you can see in those last couple of passes, the big chunks were coming off and hitting me in the helmet and in the arms. To make them fail catastrophically, we were gonna have to go a lot faster, 50, 60 miles an hour. And if they did just give out all at once, I was gonna have zero weight of steering. I would just be sliding out of control into a tree or a pole, a cow, but I don't want to end the experiment there. We're gonna try to find a place that has it's straight, smooth, has lots of runoff, go out in full protective gear, put rubber back on the front to find out what the speed is that these rear tires will just give out. I don't know if that place exists, but that's the idea for a future video. Thank you for sticking around for my very inconsistent upload schedule. Please don't forget